What else we got here? Let's move on to the CAG bag. It's time. It's time. My ass is sweaty. When my ass gets like this amount of sweaty, it's time to wrap it up. Duran 603 writes in and asks, have any of you ever experienced CAGcast fatigue? Has the CAGcast ever felt like a chore to record? From a listener's perspective, I've enjoyed and looked forward to every show since I started listening in 2007. Wombat, do you get CAGcast fatigue?
This is usually how it goes. It's usually, especially now, because now
You're
Elliot
old.
has after school activity until 7:15.
Wow.
Yeah, he has it's not at the school, but he has American Ninja Warrior training until 7:15.
Is that legal? That sounds illegal.
It's what he likes. It's what he does.
He likes stealthily killing people.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is American Ninja Warrior training.
Okay.
And so there'll be that moment where it's like, I have to eat dinner fast, get him there. It's far enough away where dropping him off and coming home and then going back it doesn't quite work. So I have to just kind of sit there and wait for the hour.
Okay. I've done that.
And
it makes you tired because you're not a fucking ninja. If you took the ninja training, you would have so much energy hanging around for an hour. So
there's that point of that, usually when I'm getting ready and I'm getting ready to go and I'm like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I just want to go home and lay down.
From watching young ninjas.
It's like all the back and forth and the rushing to eat and all the mishigas. And then we sit down and then we start the show. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. This is the thing I enjoy doing. So I'm glad we're doing it. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yes. Sometimes you feel like you don't want to do something and then you do it and you're like, oh, everything's fine. I don't know why I thought I didn't want to do this.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the thing that makes me happy. Why would I not do that? Even though 20 minutes ago, I was like, this is the last thing I want to do.
Watching young ninjas.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, it's like, yeah.
Look, and it's going to be money well spent. He's going to become a professional ninja when he grows up. And that's where all the money is these days.
He's happy doing that. It's nice. Not every kid is like me. I was not an athlete as a child. I was very bad at sports. And unfortunately, my son is my son. And baseball just isn't for him. But what he happens to be really good at is this is like a combination of rock climbing and jungle bars and all the and he's really good at it. He's really good at this sort of, you don't know what American Ninja Warrior is, clearly, GP. But
yeah, they throw the ninja stars and they have nunchucks and they climb trees. I know, I'm not stupid. I lived in Japan, remember?
It's his thing. So, I will happily encourage that.
Great. What was the question again?
I don't know. Do we like doing the show?
Do we like ninjas?
Do we like ninjas and do we like doing shipwreck? Do you like doing the show?
You have fatigue? You have CAGcast fatigue?
I think that question gave him CAGcast fatigue.
Oh, of course I like doing the show. But I agree. There's nights where leading up to it, you're like, oh, this is the night where I go do a show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you remember that, yes, you actually like doing the show when you're
doing exactly.
Yeah. We had 2 soccer games before this show tonight. So
nice. Yes, I would agree with all those things. And I would say the good news is there's no pressure really. So if we do the show, I mean, obviously we're going to do the show when we schedule it, but when I have to edit the show, I don't have to do it right away. If there's something else going on, I can do it later. And if I don't feel sometimes I just don't want to sit at the computer for an hour and a half and, and deal with that. So then it doesn't get really that much fatigue because we can be flexible about pretty much every aspect of this. So I think that helps a lot. What else we got here?
And all the money.
And the money. Yeah, we were right.
Really.
I'm glad that Twitch sheet cut off. We were right there. 20. Yep. So we just made it, and hopefully the rest of that list doesn't.
But what are we 24 or are we 23? Because it changes on the reg.
Yeah. It was hard. I didn't. Let's see. Here's a question from Semi-Frocky. He says, Shipwreck has talked about Dashel playing games since he was little. I have a 3-year-old that's interested in playing games with me, but her hands are too small to grip the controller. How did you handle that?
Initially, we bought, I think they were, were they PDP? Or they were some third party offered a smaller wired controller for Xbox and PS4.
Oh, okay.
I've seen those in Target. They sell the smaller Xbox ones still.
Yeah, they have them in Target. They have them in Walmart's. So they're just slightly smaller, and that is what they started with. But they quickly outgrew them. So, they only like those for a little while, and they don't make them wireless. And I think that's why they outgrow them quicker, because they don't want to be tied down.
Right. All right. Well, there was an answer. That's good. We could resolve that and help him. Last question from @Marie Kitty, even though I think I know what these answers are for most of us. She says, since it's the 700th, what game stands out the most that you have played? Wait, what game stands out the most that you have played and has the best replay value? And what game was the worst? I mean, Fortnite has to be the answer since it was free and Wombat's played.
For both.
For both. Yes.
The answer for both is
what is the
Fortnite.
best worst game that you've played?
I mean, it's amazing how much time and effort I've put into Fortnite in it's almost been 3 years. I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy to think that I've been playing a game daily for 3 years.
That's free.
And I mean, I've put some money into it, but I also have no regrets or shame about that I've put money into something that I've enjoyed every day for 3 years. I mean,
no shame.
No shame.
None?
I've spent less on Fortnite than I have on heroin. Than heroin, than a lot of other entertainment things in my life and in my house. So
is that where you file heroin under entertainment?
Of course.
In your budget?
Yeah, it goes under. It's part of
I guess where else would you put it?
Yeah, and it's in alphabetical order under that, so it goes under H.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it's right after Fortnite.
Right. They're similar. I mean, look, with those loot drops and everything, it is like it's gaming heroin. That's why you're playing it.
It's funny because the loot. I know we've talked about this before. The loot isn't the draw.
That's what you
Fortnite.
think.
No, for me, the draw is the challenges. It's getting the XP.
Okay.
It's that almost instant.
A FOMO? Is it the FOMO of missing out on the little things that they're giving away in the shop?
Oh my God, yes, I'm the worst at that. When it's like, oh, there's a free. I watched an Egyptian pop singer give a concert because it was a free spray, and I was like, I'm never going to use the spray. I will admit the Egyptian guy's concert it was kind of a cool thing that they did.
Yeah,
and it was 10 minutes of my life, but still, I did sit and listen to this Egyptian pop star play his songs,
right?
And fly through this sort of dreamy Egypt landscape thing, but
right
it was
I would say, to answer Marie's question for me, it's interesting, like Saints Row 3, I played a lot of that and I thought like I had a lot of replay value, and I just I got the remastered version, try to get back into it. And I can't even I just keep dying over and over again. They didn't make it harder, right? Like it's the same game, just with much better graphics. But it's like, I'm never going to fucking play it. And then you have to start over the whole mission almost. I mean, there's some checkpoints, but holy shit, you're wasting a lot of time in that game. I don't remember. Am I just shitty now? Or was I just replaying this shit all the time?
It could be a little from column A, a little column B. Did you bump down the difficulty at all?
Can you? Is there difficulty in that game? I don't even know.
I assume every game has difficulty.
I don't know, but I think I don't even want to really play any more Saints Row the Third, because there's a new Saints Row coming out in February, and I'm assuming graphically it's going to be similar, just in terms of the quality and just generally what the game looks like, and it's a very impressive looking game, even, Saints Row the Third remake, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to wait. Anyway, but the games that I get the most replay out these days are just, are battle royale games. I don't know why. That's what I go to when if I have 30 minutes to play something.
I think it's because even though there's a repetitive nature to the game itself, it's fast, it's quick, it's something where in a way what's going to happen, and sometimes the comfort and the expectation is, I'm speaking out of turn for men our age, there's something comforting about that, where you have that sort of control, and also the knowing the time spent doesn't have to be that much, and still get that feeling that you're still doing something.
Wasting time.
Exactly.
Wasting time. Not learning any useful skill
I've wasted.
Yes.
Look at my fine trophy wall of time wasted.
Yes. I could have been the DJ.
I do have Frankenstein. And Carnage. Do you have Carnage?
No.
You can't play it both at once, though.
No, you can't play them both at the same time. I can set it to shuffle, though.
Oh, can you just randomly give me whatever crap I have?
No, play. Yeah. Dress me with whatever random.
Actually,
skins.
all random is my favorite setting, because you get some really goofy looking shit. But yes, anyway.
All right, that's pretty much it for the CAG bag, I would say.
Borderlands 2 is my answer.
Borderlands 2, yes, we would know that.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Is that the best and the worst, or just the best?
Borderlands 3 is the worst.
Borderlands 3 is not as good as Borderlands 2. Yeah.
Will do.